have you ever thought about downsizing? Maybe you have rooms that are empty in your home that you're no longer using, or maybe you don't even use the second floor anymore because you have mobility issues, or the house is just too big, the yard's too big for maintenance, or you might have a lot of equity that you want to tap into. So downsizing would be for you. And I've created a 20-page guide. I'm not going to go over the whole thing in this video, but I'm going to go over certain highlights so that you can see it. But if you would like a copy of my guide, I will have a link in the description, or you can call or email or text, and I'd be happy to send it to you. Or if you want a hard copy, and I still like hard copies, I'd be happy to get that off to you. But try to remember while you're going through the downsizing, the first step is going to be decluttering. And it's not so much about losing things and giving things away. It's about you're starting a new chapter in your life. It should be fun. It should be exciting. But when you are decluttering, you want to put things in 3 stacks, do room by room. But I actually had 5 stacks. Keep, donate, discard. I also gifted a lot of things and then sold things like on Facebook Marketplace. You don't get a lot for it, but it was kind of fun, and you get some things. And there are other consignment places you can use to sell things. So if you need tips on that, I'm happy to help you with that too. But what was I going to say? Oh, one of the things, give yourself enough time. I didn't give myself enough time. I had to start, I got in a panic at the end because I didn't realize it was going to take me so long. But I was going over things and then going into the memories, and then, so I had to start giving myself a time limit. Like I do one room at a time, but I'd say, okay, this section of the closet, I'm giving myself 10 minutes. I've got to go through it, make decisions quickly, and just do it. And then, because when I started doing memories about all the items, I needed to just take a picture because, I didn't want to give things up. I didn't realize I was such a hoarder that it was going to be so hard for me. And it's funny, I took pictures of all these things and I haven't even looked at them, but at least I know I have a picture in case I want. And that was one of the nice things about giving things away. I get to enjoy it when I go to people's homes. And then a lot of the things I thought my kids would want, they didn't even want. And so some of those things I sold, but other things that they'd been in our family for a long time, I kept those, and I'm not sure they can deal with it later. But I couldn't give some of those things up. But that's what you have to do, is make those decisions, and it takes a little bit of time. So really give yourself the time. And then if you're preparing your home to sell, decluttering is really one of the first things you want to do, because less in your home is more. Your home looks larger with less things in it. And I can hire a stager to come through and help you make those decisions if you want. That is if you're going to list your home with me. I do that. But what you really need to focus on is decluttering, depersonalizing. You don't want any personal photographs in the house. You don't want any religious items. You don't want any of your hobbies. You don't want them to remember your house. Oh, remember, this is a home that they had a collection of this. You want all that stuff hacked away so they're not seeing that. And that was one thing. I had so many unfinished craft projects. It was like, oh my goodness. Most of it I had to trash. Some of the items in them I could donate. But it was actually a relief because I was always feeling guilty. I didn't realize I had so much guilt about not finishing these things. And then curb appeal is so important when you're going to sell your home, because the way people look now, they look online. Rain, you want to use an agent that takes professional photography and has a videography, because they all look online and then they drive by. And so the curb appeal is very important. And then, of course, paint is your friend. It really refreshes a home. And then after you're moved, you need to have time. So many people are leaving the state. And so if you're going to use a professional mover, you want time to be able to interview a few. I think 3 would be good to interview and and also look at their testimonials, that type of thing. And then also the packing supplies. You can get a lot of packing supplies free if you have the time. So it's really good to plan ahead. But remember, I have 6 weeks. I have a timeline in the guide. It's a 20-page guide, but I'm not going to go over that now. But it is a good to review. You're choosing how you're going to live your life. You're releasing things. I was surprised how even when you're decluttering your closets look larger, so it helps with selling your home. Because when your closets are just jam full, people think you don't have enough storage, enough closet space, and it actually helps you. And then you can see all the things you do have that you can wear. But on moving day, you want to make sure, particularly if you're using a professional mover, that you have everything packed and ready to go, that you have a pathway in every room for them to go in, that you're available for questions, that you have everything labeled. And then you want to also make sure that you have a little suitcase packed, or maybe a couple of them, with your essentials like medications, phone chargers, if you have pets, all those type of things. And if you are thinking of downsizing, I don't think I told you my name. I'm Connie Medeiros. I'm a broker with eXp Realty. I've been doing this for a long time. And if you are thinking of downsizing, I would love to help you sell your home, and I can make the transition easy for you so you don't end up homeless if you're moving out of state. I have resources. I can help you find people to interview to help you buy a home if that's what you're doing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and really reach out if you would like the guide. All right, bye.